So, who saw that coming? The number one seed in the Western Conference, the number one team in the NBA, the team with the best record, 64 wins this season, like 8 games better than the next best team. They were clearly the number one team in the NBA. They came back after losing in the NBA Finals last season with a vengeance. Got beat by Luka Doncic and the Mavs. And initially going into these playoffs, I had the Suns coming out easily of the Western Conference. I know the West is difficult. They have the Warriors, they have the Grizzlies, they have obviously the Mavericks and any number of teams, including that was supposed to be the Warriors. But I thought the Suns are a complete roster from top to bottom. Best head coach, best point guard, one of the best scorers in the NBA. I thought this was going to be their year. They were going to come back with a vengeance, and they did. And then the playoffs happened, and they went to 6 games versus the Pelicans. And then you say that, they won 6 games in the first round. That's not a big deal. But the Pelicans were about 12 games under 500. The Pelicans did not have number 1 overall pick Zion Williamson. And the Pelicans gave them all their money's worth. Jose Alvarado picking up Cliff Paul, 94 feet night in and night out. Brandon Ingram getting them buckets. And the team that was 12 games under 500, a 9 seed, pushed the best team in the NBA to 6. And you said, well, you know what? They made it out. It's okay. And then they went up against the Mavericks, Luka Doncic. And I know this isn't a Mavericks video, but the Mavericks have been struggling every single season since Luka has been drafted with teams that are deep. They went up against the Clippers, unfortunately, 2 years in a row, the deepest team in the NBA by far, with Kawhi Leonard, without Kawhi Leonard, with Paul George, and without Paul George. The Clippers from top to bottom are such a deep team that they threw fits. They would continuously throw bodies endlessly at Luka over and over and over, and they'd have crazy battles back and forth, game 7s, never winning on the home court. They gave Luka fits, and unfortunately Luka got outed in the first round 2 years in a row. And then he went up against the Suns, and I thought, well, the Suns are probably the second deepest team in the NBA, if not without Kawhi Leonard for the entire season. The deepest team in the NBA. They should probably mop the floor with Luka Doncic. And initially, the first 2 games, oh God, give me deja vu. The first 2 games, the Suns looked like a machine. Closeout Chris was doing everything that he does, and we thought the Suns were going to be back in the Western Conference Finals. And then, I don't know, Cliff Paul got old. Luka had Luka magic, and Monty Williams refused to make the right adjustments, and all of a sudden, here we are yet again. The Phoenix Suns are a disappointment, and this is a make or break kind of offseason. Is the team as presently constructed going to compete for a championship? Cliff Paul isn't getting any younger. Deandre Ayton's contract is up. What will this team do? Let's go over the roster. Of course, Chris Paul is no stranger to coming up short in the playoffs with the Charlotte Hornets, with the Los Angeles Lob City Clippers, with the Houston Rockets. Every year it seems like something, either injuries or just bad performances from closeout Chris, were another year of disappointing playoff exits. And then it seemed like he turned it around in Phoenix. He built the legacy of closeout Chris in the fourth quarter. In closeout games, he would absolutely dominate you at all of 6'0". He would have that crazy horizontal to the ground shot from mid-range falling away that was literally unblockable. Bizarrely, for whatever reason, he was a mastermind, never turning the ball over, being the point god. And then it seems that the Drew Holiday Bucks figured it out. If you pick him up full court, if you make him play defense, if you tire the old 37-year-old man out, he will begin to struggle, he will falter, and the rest of the team isn't as good as you'd expect. They cannot pick up his slack because the Phoenix Suns goes as he goes, and Cliff Paul came up hugely, unimpressively small in the final, 4-5 games of this series against the Mavericks. And it's a tough place to be, because Chris Paul is a great player, don't get me wrong, but he's not going to be the guy that's going to put your team over the top. He's going to have to be a number 2, the Devin Booker's number 1 if they want to succeed. Going over the rest of the roster, campaign, great comeback, feel-good story last season, and then he forgot how to play this year. His shooting was horrible, his decision-making was horrible. It was either going to shoot one of those awful, his body is completely sideways to the hoop, 3-point shots that airballs, or he shoots a horrible floater that misses. Campaign forgot how to play basketball. It was so weird because last year he was almost better than Cliff Paul in spurts and was a great point guard for them when Chris Paul went out with COVID. And this year he was almost unplayable. Aaron Holiday was almost a better backup point guard than Campaign was first spurts, first stretches of this season. What does that mean going forward? I'm not really sure, but the Suns aren't in a great place as you think when it comes to their point guards. Elfrid Payton they brought in for some defense, for some depth. At this point in his career, the fact that he can't shoot overcomes anything. He's not a great decision maker already. He's a okay defender. He's pretty much a backup depth point guard. Devin Booker. A lot of people were saying Devin Booker needs to be the MVP. Why isn't he getting more recognition as the MVP, the best player on the best team? This is why. Is he even the best player on his own team? A lot of people, and me included, say this team goes as Chris Paul goes. Devin Booker can score, sure. He can drop 71 when he's getting spoon-fed buckets. But at the end of the day, is Devin Booker the guy that's going to put your team over the top? Is he the guy that's going to go get you a bucket? And he struggled mightily, especially in Game 7. Now, the whole Phoenix squad struggled in that Game 7 where they were down by like 45 points or whatever horrible ending score it was. But Devin Booker, for all of his strengths, for all of his go get a bucket, for all of his toughness and mentality, he came up small again. Call it what you will with his hamstring issues. Say what you will about him, but he just came up small in another year. And man, it feels like Devin Booker has peaked. This is as good as he's going to get. He can be an assassin from mid-range. He worked on his three-pointer this year significantly and really improved. But overall, he's inconsistent. You don't know what you're going to get night in and night out with Devin Booker. Landry Shamet came over from the Brooklyn Nets. He's a sharpshooter, not much else, a little bit undersized, not a great defender. Gabriel Lundberg, I don't even know who you are. Mikal Bridges, one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA. I had him as my defensive player of the year this season because unlike Marcus Smart, he doesn't flop everywhere. He plays legit defense. He is right now a 3-and-D prospect. He's developing a little bit of a shot off dribble, a little bit of a mid-range jumper if he catches the ball, pump fakes, and takes 1 or 2 dribbles into the 3-point mid-range area. But at this point, he's mostly just 3-and-D, and his stats in 2K are going to be absolutely abysmal. Going to give you probably 11 or 9 points a game. We might look to trade him. Torrey Craig was a great pickup last season, was okay this season, just didn't provide much in the playoffs. Cam Johnson, I believe, is finally overtaken the role that Jay Crowder has held as the big wing 3-and-D. I really like him. I think they promised Jay Crowder the starting role to get him to sign in Phoenix 2 years ago. But Cam Johnson needs to be the starter, please. Ish Wainwright, I mean, Dario Saric has been out this entire season with the ACL that he tore in the last year's finals. He gave him a really good minutes, and there's a thought out there that if he was healthy last season, the Suns would have beat the Bucks. Bismack Biyombo came in this season, was great energy for them, great offensive rebounding, but at the end of the day, he's a 6'8" center who offers you less than nothing offensively, and he's a rebounder at times. JaVale McGee came over, was okay for the team, nothing great. He's a little bit older, gave him good size, good backup minutes when Deandre Ayton was out. And Deandre Ayton, the former #1 overall pick, the guy who was ironically taken #1 overall in the Luka Doncic draft, he has been, I guess, disappointing is the only way to put it. And he hasn't been a bust by any stretch. He's been a very good role player. His defense isn't great. He's still supremely skinny. Even though he's listed at 250 pounds, he doesn't have enough bricks in his back pocket to handle guys like Giannis, to handle guys like the Joker. When it seems like he should, he has all the size and athleticism in the world. His defense is soft. He's a big, gentle giant. He's lovable. He's nice. But in the NBA, when you're a big man, you want a guy like Joel Embiid. You want a guy that's going to punish you. You want a guy that's going to back you down, say, you can't guard me, little boy, post you up, and yam it in your face. You won't see Shaquille O'Neal getting punked the way that you've seen Deandre Ayton. Now, Deandre is working on his offense. Last year, he was just kind of a rim runner with brick hands. This year, he developed a little bit, some post game, a little bit of a mid-range jumper. Definitely improving, still young. I'm not going to say he's a complete Greg Oden bust by any stretch of the imagination. And he's up for a contract. Now, what I expect is that Robert Sarver, the owner of the Phoenix Suns, is going to be a cheap piece of shit and not give Deandre Ayton a max contract. I also expect that Deandre is going to get offered a max contract by another team. The question is, are the Phoenix Suns going to match it? I think it's likely that Deandre Ayton finds a new team this season because Robert Sarver is a cheap cunt. That said, this is my rebuild, this is my video, and we're going to be maxing him out. Deandre Ayton, certainly worth a max contract in today's NBA. His true value is probably somewhere in the $20 million range, probably a little above Clint Capella, but in that kind of tier of contract. Of course, headed by head coach Monty Williams. He's not going anywhere. Finally won coach of the year. And Monty Williams is bizarre in that he'll be the best coach in the NBA for decision after decision after decision. He'll make the right move. You step back in hindsight, you're like, yep, Monty was right about 9 times out of 10. And then one time he's going to be so tremendously horrifically wrong, like not building a wall against Giannis last season in the finals, like leaving Deandre Ayton on an island. And this year, like forgetting that the Spain pick and roll was their ultimate offense, forgetting to run offense whatsoever and letting Cliff Paul try to handle all of the offensive responsibilities when he just could not figuring out ways to get Cliff Paul enough minutes to relax. There's just these weird little ticks where Monty Williams almost trusts his guys to a fault. He trusts his team too much to the point where he forgets that it's the head coach's job to say, you're not doing the job that we need you to. I'm going to take you out. I'm going to change the offense. I'm going to change the play call so that we have the best chance to succeed. But anyway, I love Monty. I love his mantras. I love his headlines. I love everything about the man, and he's going to be our head coach for the entire rebuild. Let's go over the draft combine. The fastest man in the class is Iverson Molinar and Javon Quinterly. Most agile is Javon Quinterly and Iverson Molinar, and Ty Washington and Johnny Davis. Highest vertical is Kendall Brown, Ty Washington, Javon Quinterly, Alondes Williams, Gabriel Precoda, and Jeremy Sochan. Highest bench press is Adrian Griffin. Really? Okay. And Walker Kessler. Best shot three-pointer, Keelan Grady, David Roddy, and Fedor Zugic. Now, of course, the Phoenix Suns don't have a first-round picks. They gave it up to the Thunder in that CP3 trade. Hindsight 2020, the Suns completely made out like bandits because the Oklahoma City Thunder expected, oh, the Suns are going to suck like they always do. Chris Paul's going to be nothing, and we're going to have yet another high-tier first-round pick. And it turned out to be pick 30 this year. So no picks. Let's see how the draft plays out. The Houston Rockets are going to go with Jabari Smith, #1 overall. The Orlando Magic are going to take Chet. #3 to the Pistons goes Ty Washington. What? Wait, I'm just registering that. What? #4 goes Keegan Murray. We might hop in here. Who goes #5? Paolo Banchero. You know what? Let's let it ride one more time. Who do the Portland Trailblazers take? They take Jaden Ivey. Yeah. We shoulda, but we didn't. Anyway, we're just gonna skip to the end. Like I said, we have no draft picks whatsoever. So I should have hopped in. I should have taken probably a Jaden Ivey, a Johnny Davis, any of these guys. Adrian Griffin falls to 13, but I'm not gonna do that because it's not quite realistic. Rookie signings, there is nobody, and team player options, Cam Johnson is gonna get accepted. For the qualifying offers, we are going to be maxing out my boy DeAndre Ayton. I know that it's one of the more controversial subjects because he's a #1 overall pick, but he's played like a Jaren Jackson Jr. kind of #1 overall pick. But at the end of the day, DeAndre Ayton needs a max contract, and he is going to get one from the Blazers. We will match. What position, what direction do we go with this team? Now that is an interesting topic. Go ahead and match, DeAndre. You are not going anywhere. Thank you, sir. And what should we do with the team? Cliff Paul in 2K does not regress as quickly as you think. I think after 4 years, he's still like an 88 overall. So we're going to stick him around. He's going to be around for at least 1 more, if not 2 more years on that contract campaign. Still, even though he forgot how to play basketball, is a serviceable backup point guard for us for at least 1 more season. Devin Booker, I'm fine with. Laundry Shamet, I would definitely like to improve upon. Mikal Bridges is good enough. Torrey Craig, he's going to regress into the dirt, so we're going to have to trade him away. Cam Johnson going to be our power forward of the future. Jay Crowder is going to get traded away. I do not need more actors on this team, and we need a backup center. So let's package a couple of these older players that are going to regress into nothing and see what we can find. First one's pretty much going to be a valuable first-round pick. We're going to send everybody to San Antonio. Their first-round pick next season has 2.5 stars. We will definitely be using that. Next up, what if we do like Laundry in that first-round pick? What could you really get us? I feel like we have the capacity to get some good players here. I kind of like this. Let's get a little bit younger on the team. Markelle Fultz is honestly a pretty good backup point guard. That makes campaign expendable. That means $6 off our books. We need to figure out one more position. Is anybody going to come? I don't even know which of the Martin brothers it is, Cody or Caleb, but they've been pretty solid for both of their teams respectively. Campaign is expendable. Let's go get a backup center. Hey, strike that. We're getting the GOAT Pokashevsky to be a backup wing player now. And we're going to trade Derek Favors and Chuma Okeke to be a backup center. I know. Might not be popular, but let's grab Mason Plumlee and the Orlando Magic first-round pick. They want Cody Martin for Terrence Ross. I don't like that. I'll throw him, whatever seconds to make this go through. Okay. You know what? It's fine. Take Cody Martin for Terrence Ross. there. That's not going to happen in real life, and I need to turn Trade Finder off, Trade Override off. It's fine. Everything else is fine. Don't look at the settings. Everything is fine. Just pretend that we signed Terrence Ross instead of Cody Martin. There. See, everything's fine. As for the new look team, the team that just got eliminated, Cliff Paul is still going to be leading the way as the point guard. Markelle Fultz is going to be a perfect backup to him. Devin Booker going to be our sharpshooter, no backup. Mikal Bridges and Terrence Ross is now backing him up. Cam Johnson and the Go Pokashevsky, only 20 years old. Deandre Ayton and Mason Plumlee is going to be good enough. I know it's not ideal. I understand that. But we need to start winning championships. As for free agents, I mean, we'll sign Rocco if he wants to come back. I don't think we're going to be able to get JaVale McGee or any of the other fun free agents. As for Kyrie Irving, he went back to the Nets. James Harden back to the Sixers. Zach LaVine to the Thunder. Okay. Bradley Beal back to the Wizards. Deandre Ayton back to us on a max deal. Mikal Bridges Miles Bridges. We have Mikal Bridges. God, there's too many damn Bridges. Tear them all down. What does that even mean? So Cliff Paul has regressed pretty hard. He's down to an 89 overall. We might be doing this just one more season and then trading him away. Devin Booker holding steady at a 91, but this is as good as he's going to get. So we need people around him to start getting better. Deandre Ayton up to an 89. Mikal Bridges holding steady at an 83. Cam Johnson up to an 82. Markelle Fultz. And then a lot of our guys are regressing pretty hard. They are getting older. That said, I expect them to get a return to their normal status as the season progresses. Looking at our untapped potentials, we're going to send everybody to free throw because that's what I hate missing in the clutch. Devin Booker will bump his and Deandre Ayton's potentials. They're going to be the 9-man rotation headed by Monty Williams, Cliff Paul at the 1, Devin Booker at the 2, Mikal Bridges, at the 3, Cam Johnson at the 4, Deandre Ayton at the 5, coming off the bench, Markelle Fultz, Go Pokashevsky, Aaron Holiday, and Mason Plumlee. Yeah, that'll work. No, Aaron Holiday's only 6 feet tall. We'll take Ousmane Dieng instead. We have to pick up Davi Bertans, and I know that he was on the team that whooped us this playoffs. But Ousmane Dieng gonna be a very good first round pick. He's going to get Robert Covington's minutes. There we go. For the preseason power rankings, we are not going to be good because we're the Suns and 2K hates the Suns, but 15th for NBA.com. And Eric Boner has his 15th as well. And just a little bit of luck of the Irish here. If you look at the league history, I had to simulate last season, but the Phoenix Suns won the championship in simulation over the Miami Heat. Just a little bit of good luck added to the recipe. And here at the All-Star break is Team Giannis and Team Luka. On Team Giannis is LeBron James, James Harden, Trae Young, and Joel Embiid. On Team Luka is Steph Curry, Nikola Jokic, Jason Tatum, and Zion Williamson. For the reserves is Kyrie Irving, DeMar DeRozan, Cliff Paul, Karl Towns, John Morant made his first Bam Adebayo, and DeAndre Ayton, our boy. On the other side, Kawhi Leonard, Jimmy Buckets, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Anthony Davis, LaMelo Ball, Darius Garland. We have 3 All-Stars, okay? Okay. Why are we not playing very well? Devin Booker's being a monster offensively, 27 points. DeAndre Ayton giving us 16 and 14. Markelle Fultz is outplaying Cliff Paul. Now, I know Cliff has 3 more assists. I'm not saying that. I'm literally, but if you look at their per 36 numbers, 19 and 11. That's fine. He's giving us 21 and 7. I mean, is he being outplayed? Maybe. This is the problem with the Suns is that their wing players don't get enough credit, but Cam Johnson is giving us 10 points a game. Mikal Bridges is giving us 9. I mean, Go Pokashevsky is giving us more, and he's, 3 overalls less? We're going to have to blow up this team in this off season, but I think I just want to let it ride. I'm not going to make any touches, even though we should. League leader is right. Of course, it's Luka, but Devin Booker at 5. Rebounds is our boy DeAndre Ayton. Assist is John Morant. Cliff Paul at 4. Steals is Jimmy Butler. Blocks Rudy Gobert. Free percentages is Zion Williamson. 3-point champion is Duncan Robinson. Devin Booker at 9. And free throw champion is Cam Reddish. No Suns. No changes. Hopefully we get better. I don't know. Now you don't see this often, but John Morant wins MVP. All right, 56, 86, 39 shooting, 25 points and 9 assists. Chet Holmgren is Rookie of the Year. Benjamin Simmons is 6th Man of the Year. Jonathan Isaac, Defensive Player of the Year. PJ Washington is most improved. Bro, he went from 10 and 2 to 13 and 3. I mean, Taylor Jenkins is coach of the year. What is that hair? Oh my god. Do you guys know what Taylor Jenkins freaking looks? Jacob Park also looks hideous. All-NBA first team, no Suns. Second team, no. Third team, no, because of course the Suns don't get any credit. Like, you see this, they don't even have Mikal Bridges, defensive player of the year candidate, on the all-defensive second team. All right, just think about that when you're realizing how unappreciated the Suns are. As for our team, we were okay, 47-35, not, 64-18 like the Memphis Grizzlies are, but definitely okay. Devin Booker absolutely balled the fuck out, but the rest of the team is not picking up their slack. Cliff Paul is regressing slowly, not quickly. He still gave us, 8 assists a game, but everything's definitely down for him. Rebounds, Deandre Ayton was a monster. Assist, Cliff was fine. 3-point percentages, Devin Booker, 43%. Good lord. Cam Johnson was all right. Mikal Bridges, was this his worst year from 3? Go Pokashevsky is awful from 3. Cliff Paul also was significantly bad. Like, his real career shooting is like 30s, high 30s and 40s, and then 2K says 30% last year, 33% this year. Come on, 2K. Markelle Fultz doesn't know how to shoot, and Ousmane Dieng was actually pretty good for us. Leading the league in scoring was, of course, Luka Doncic. Devin Booker at 5. Rebounds is our boy Deandre Ayton, and assist is John Morant. Cliff Paul at 5. Steals Jimmy Butler. Blocks is Rudy Gobert, and field goal percentages is Zion Williamson. No Suns 3-point champion is CJ McCollum. No Suns free throw champion is Kendrick Nunn. Apparently he plays basketball. Little known fact. Scoring wise, we did not do well. We are not a scoring team. Really. 22nd in the NBA, 114 points per game. Defensively, we were the second best team in the NBA, giving us a 3.6 point differential, 6th. Field goal percentages, we're 9th. 3-point percentages, we are a bad team. 16th. Free throw percentages, even after the bump, we are 23rd. So offense is clearly the priority in this upcoming season. You look at the team. Cliff Paul apparently has no offense in 2K. Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson offer us literally nothing, and the bench isn't great. So I understand why we're not great in simulation. I think 2K is awful when it comes to rating the players on the Suns, but let's go and lose in the first round to the Timberwolves. We're up 3-2, 3-3. Do I really want to hop in? Not particularly, but I guess I will. Full Simcast lead in the third quarter, absolutely blowing them out. You feel like the Dallas Mavericks Suns scoreboard is going on here as we're winning by 20 going into the fourth quarter, and there we go. 140-126, a little closer than I expected, but here we are taking on Zion Williamson, CJ McCollum, Johnny Davis, Brandon Ingram. Good team. They're probably going to whoop us. 1-0-1-1. We're up 2-1. We're up 3-1. Up 3-2. And we advance to the Western Conference Finals. Okay, well, this is clearly where we lose, right? The Memphis Grizzlies, best team in the NBA. John Morant, MVP. Solid supporting cast. Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson. Dylan Brooks, Steven Adams still on the team. We're going to lose, right? Win game 1. Lose game 2. Lose game 3. Win game 4. Here we are, game 5. I'm really wondering why we're winning, because by all accounts, we should be losing. And here we are winning in the third quarter, going into the fourth with about a 2-point lead, back and forth game. I guess I will try to hop in. I don't even know how to play good for this team. The Suns, Cliff Paul is short. And there we go. 1-point lead, 1 minute, 43 seconds left. Let's try to clutch this out. Oh, timeout. Always great when you simcast in to the MVP of the league, shooting 2 free throws when you thought you had a lead. I'm not a smart man, but I would think that Simcast had something in place for this. Anyway, Devin Booker getting double teams. Cam Johnson with the free care knocks down a 3. We have a 3-point lead. I will be cheating off of Andre Drummond because it's Andre Drummond. It looks like Cliff Paul got subbed out. Why? Because 2K. Why bother having your 92, 93 overall superstar point guard in for a huge game when you could put in Markelle Fultz? Oh my God. I don't know what the fuck just happened there. Is Cliff Paul out completely? Can I bring him back in? Yeah, he was taking a little nap. Little nap. I guess that's fine. Who's gonna double team? Cam Johnson open again. Ooh, that's contested. Ooh, that's a miss. Ooh, we're only winning by 1. Here's John Morant, gonna do crazy, incredible things. Is that Andre Drummond? That's a Andre Drummond. Markel, can you go back to your man? We're cheating off Andre Drummond here. All right. Give it to Booker. Let's dribble. Let's grab the double team and then see what they do. We got a mismatch on us. Mismatch. Boom. Boom. Pump. Drive. Okay, that's not what I want. Who's gonna double team off us? Anybody? There we go. Cam Johnson again for 3. Wide open. Splat. Come on. So we just still not putting Chris Paul in. I guess that's cool too. They have 7 seconds left. Are they gonna make it? Are they gonna cheese? Are they gonna glitch? 3, 2, 1. Contested. Terrible possession. Terrible AI. We win. Kind of disappointing, really. I wish 2K was, you know, good. And there we go, up 3-2, and we do win, advancing yet again to the finals. We are the 3rd seed, 6th seed. I don't know why we're advancing, but here we are taking on the Sixers, and they can definitely be had. James Harden is old and fat. Tyrese Maxey's balling out, but Joel Embiid doesn't play well in simulation. Let's see. And we win, we lose game 1. Win game 2. Win game 3. Lose game 4. Here we are in a game 5 to have a 2-2 series. In Philadelphia, losing the first, losing the second, going into third, still losing, getting blown out. This is embarrassing, and goodbye, good night. We lose 122-103. Down 3-2, need this win in Phoenix to force a game 7 so Cliff Paul can choke. Winning in the second, going into the third with about a 10-point lead, going into the fourth, and we are blowing them out. It's like the 3-1 Warriors series where every team was getting blown out every single time they played each other, and here we are, game 7. This is what it's all about. This is what you write home for. To see Chris Paul come up littler than he is at 6'0". Third quarter, back and forth contest going into the fourth. Still back and forth. We're going to hop in if it, oh my God, they're taking a lead. 5 points. It's 9 points, 5 points, 3 points. If we get a lead with 3 minutes left, I will hop in, but they are pulling away and it looks like we're going to come up short like the Phoenix Suns are prone to do yet again. Losing in game 7, painful fashion. James Harden wins NBA Finals MVP on us. Oh no. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. And it's time to blow the team up. Sorry, Dave Yorger. You're going to have to retire. Russ, Dwight, and Melo going into the Hall of Fame, getting their jerseys retired. League meetings, are any of these fun? I mean, sure, I guess. I don't know. That doesn't really do anything. These rules are dumb. Goodbye. Draft lottery. We do have the Orlando Magic's pick, and we have Portland's pick, but that's lottery protected, so that's not going to fall to us. Let's see where everything falls. We have the #1 overall pick. Woo! That means my boy Victor is coming down to us. We're going to keep Monty Williams. I know he's a good coach. We've just been coming up short, and I don't put that on him yet. The fastest man of the class. Did I forget to import a draft class? Well, you know what? It's fine. We're going to use a custom class because I don't want to reset everything. It's just too much work. The fastest man of the class is Byron Ramsey and Gerald BS. Most agile is Byron Ramsey and Edmund Powers and Jeff Higgins. Highest vertical is Hal Evans, Jinwin Yi, and Ross Bishop. Highest bench press is Pavel Petrovic and Lou Gordon, and best shot 3-pointer, Pavel Bilas and Byron Ramsey and Sean Wallace. Do any of these guys look like they are worthy of being taken with the #1 overall pick? This guy seems to be pretty good, and I think we're going to take him. What does that mean for Deandre Ayton? Are we going to rock a double big lineup with him playing the 4? Is he more suited to be a power forward? What is his 3-point rating now? 74. Hypothetically, we could rock a double big line. You know what? Let's do it. #1 overall, we're taking the 20-year-old prospect center out of Brazil, Paulo Carlos. #2 to the Rockets goes Lou Gordon. #3 to the Pelicans goes Brian Ramsey. #4 to the Blazers. They are trading. Oh no. What are they going to trade? For Paul. You know what? Not a terrible trade. But that means the Clippers get Fred Westbrook, son of Russ, I guess. And #5, the Magic with the Spurs pick take Roderick Robertson. Right then. Go ahead and trade away our second. Simcast the rest of the draft. And how did everybody ball out? We have an 85 overall rookie center. we are most certainly going to be rocking the Twin Towers lineup here. Boy, this just got a little bit spicy. Cam Johnson is going to need a contract. Gabriel Lundberg is not going to be coming back. First things first, Deandre, appreciate everything you done. You're going to have to work on that perimeter game because you are going to be part of one of our 2 towers. So Cliff Paul is also going to be on his way out. I just don't want to deal with him being an undersized, regressing point guard. And there's one guy that I'm kind of looking for, one guy that seems to fit the timeline, and that's going to be Benjamin Simmons. He's tall, he's lean, he's not very mean. The other guy we could conceivably go after is Lonzo Ball, but Ben Simmons is just on another level in 2K simulation. The Nets are in win now mode. Ben Simmons doesn't want to play in Brooklyn. He's pouted his way out of Philadelphia, and now he's pouted his way out of Brooklyn. He's going to be our new center, and we have the longest lineup in the NBA. So it's going to be Ben Simmons, maybe Markelle Fultz, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, and Ousmane Dieng. We'll see if he sticks around. Deandre Ayton is going to be our new power forward, and Paulo Carlos is our center. Cam Johnson needs to come back. He can be our backup 4. What I'm thinking is because Cam Johnson or Mikal Bridges doesn't play for nothing in simulation, we'll flip him and some of our depth for some real high-end wing talent. Ooh, and there we go. We're going to be picking up Brandon Ingram. We have these super valuable next year's Portland Trailblazers pick. So that had 2.5 stars. Then we're flipping basically Mikal Bridges for Brandon Ingram. They're getting Mason Plumlee and 3 more first round picks. But Brandon Ingram is definitely going to give us a shot in the arm offensively. And we're becoming the longest team in the NBA. So we have Ben Simmons, 6'11", and Markelle Fultz, ironically, being his backup point guard. We have no shooting at this position. I get it. Devin Booker, assassin. Brandon Ingram, I mean, mid-range killer. Ousmane Dieng, also a freaky long, great defender player. Deandre Ayton and Goat Pokashevsky and Paulo Carlos. And we do need to re-sign Cam Johnson. So what that's making me think is that the Goat Pokashevsky is going to get flipped for a center. Not ideal. Maybe we'll play the Goat at backup 5 since we have too many centers anyway. But let's go ahead and give Cam Johnson a contract. He's going to be paying at about 17.5, 5-year deal. And there we go. What do we want to do? Do we want to play the GOAT? Let's screw it. I like having him on our team. I feel like he's a good luck charm. So Poku, please play backup center for us. This is how the team is looking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A little bit of a revamped team. Definitely unique, definitely special. But let's see where LeBron James goes. Probably to Detroit. Ja Morant back to the Grizz. Nikola Jokic back to the Nuggets. LeBron James to the Wizards to team up with his old friend Kyrie. Or no, Kyrie re-signed with the Nets. Who's on the Wizards now? Washington starts with a W. Bradley Beal. Oh, they didn't sign anybody. So it's just Bronny and Bradley Beal. All right. That doesn't make sense. Zion back to the Pelicans. Darius Garland back to the Cavs. Kristaps Porzingis to the Bulls. That's interesting. And Tyler Hero to the Heat. What does a Bulls team look like then? Or let me tell you. They've got Lonzo Ball still and Ioda's Sumnu backing him up. Shadon Sharp instead of Zach LaVine because Zach went to the Thunder. DeMar still at the 3. Patrick Williams at the 4. Kristaps Porzingis and Nikola Vucevic. Do you have enough foreign big men? Player progression. How are we looking? I know I traded away Cliff Paul. I get that. But we have the number 1 and number 2 overall picks in 2016. And I feel like we came up short. So it's a good excuse to trade away Cliff Paul. Right? Skipping on to the team. This is how we're going to be looking at a 9-man rotation. I want Ben Simmons to start. Now, I understand why you'd want to bench him. I want to as well. In fact, he benches himself. That's how much he wants to ride the bench. Well, we're going to have Ben Simmons at the 1, Devin Booker at the 2, Brandon Ingram at the 3, DeAndre Ayton at the 4, our number 1 overall pick, Paulo Carlos at the 5. You love to see, I mean, what did we, 6'11", 6'5", 6'8", 6'11", 7'1". Jesus. Coming off the bench is Markelle Fultz, Cam Johnson, Goat Pokashevsky, and Ousmane Dieng. I know we blew up the team. It's time, okay? If your name was Chris Paul, you would say I should be retiring soon and we need to capitalize. And now they have 3 point guards, okay? There. Harry's a shooting guard, okay? But the Nets team is still looking spicy, okay? Cliff Paul holding steady at an 88. Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, they are definitely a formidable team now. And we got fair comparable value back. Let's go ahead and do our untapped potential free throw. Bam. As for the potentials, I guess we're going to do... Wow, Paulo Carlos has 98 potential. We'll do Deandre Ayton. He's still the youngest player. And then Brandon Ingram or Devin Booker. Let's get Brandon Ingram into the 90s. Preseason power rankings, we are not very high. Good Lord. 16th for NBA.com, and Eric Boner has his 16th as well. And I just want to see, what does the coaching system proficiency look like? We'll keep pace and space for now. Just have to be curious because we do rock the double big lineup. And at the All-Star break is Team Luka and Team Trey. On Team Luka is Giannis, Nikola Jokic, John Morant, and Zion Williamson. On the other side is Anthony Davis, Joe Embiid, Jason Tatum, and LaMelo Ball. For the reserves is LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander made his first, Domantas Sabonis, Deontay Murray made his first, and Anthony Edwards way down there. For the other side, Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard, Jimmy Buckets, Karl Towns, Darius Garland, Cade Cunningham made his first, and Jared Allen. For the best team in the NBA, all the moves has clearly paid off. 39 and 12, 7 games up already. Player stats, Devin Booker doing great. His numbers are down a little bit, but we have so much talent now. Brandon Ingram being the perfect number 2. Deandre Ayton having a very good year. Markelle Fultz, Paulo Carlos giving us 12 and 9, great numbers for a rookie. Our rebounds are off the charts. Our assists are still great because we have Ben Simmons facilitating, and he's a god in 2K. Steals, blocks. Shooting is questionable. Brandon Ingram, 39. Devin Booker, 43. Cam Johnson off the bench, 41. Bill Pokashevsky, he's now a center, so 29% doesn't look as bad. Markelle Fultz, not great. We might look to improve on him. Paulo Carlos, rookie year, 31%, not great. Ousmane Dieng, not great. Deandre Ayton, 28%. You know what? It is fine. We're not going to make any moves because we're such a good team. Let's get it. Luka Doncic wins MVP. Paulo Carlos, our boy, is Rookie of the Year. 12, 8, and 4.6. I wasn't expecting that. On 40, 70, 30 shooting. Really good numbers for a rook. Andre Drummond, 6th Man of the Year, back on the Lakers. Jonathan Isaac, Defensive Player of the Year. Chet Holmgren is Most Improved. Wow. 22 and 11. Say it with your chest, big fella. Yeah, okay. Monty Williams, Coach of the Year of our Phoenix Suns. And Gary Lucas has long hair. All-NBA first team, no Suns. Second team, no Suns. Third, yeah, we just... Whatever, best team in the league, no. All NBA teams. Ben Simmons made all defensive first team. And our boy Paulo Carlos, of course, made all rookie first team. We are incredible. Number 1 team in the NBA, 64 and 18. Doesn't that sound familiar? Maybe we'll lose in the second round, but we have a stupidly long, stupidly tall team. Scoring champion went to Luka because, of course, rebounds is Nikola Jokic. Deandre Ayton at 4. Assist is Trae Young. Ben Simmons at 5. Steals is Ben Simmons. Blocks is Mark Williams. And field goal percentages is Zion Williamson. Ben Simmons at 4. Deandre Ayton at 9. 3-point champion is Trae Young. Free throw champion is Danilo Gallinari. How did our boys do overall? I think I'm good with this team. Devin Booker is our scorer, of course. Brandon Ingram also our scorer. Markelle Fultz, backup point guard, works for me. Deandre Ayton as a 4 is an interesting prospect. I never thought about it, but maybe it'll work. Ben Simmons is, of course, stupidly tall and cannot shoot. And Paulo Carlos was great for a rookie. How do we do 3-point percentage? Brandon Ingram was great. Devin Booker was great. Cam Johnson was great. Go Pokashevsky was really bad. But hey, he's a center now, so 30% isn't that bad. Markelle Fultz, still want to improve on that, but he's an 84 overall, very solid backup facilitator. I don't hate it. Paulo Carlos, 31%. Ousmane Dieng, 35%. Deandre Ayton, still a bit of a disappointment at 26%. That said, his 3-point grade isn't terrible, 76. I just don't know why he's shooting so horribly awfully. Team stats wise, we were a little better in scoring, 6th best defensively, of course, giving us a 10.7 point differential, number 1 in the NBA. Field goal percentages, 2nd to the Pelicans. 3-point percentages, 9th. Not bad, not bad. And free throw percentages getting better. We got a lot of big men. We got a lot of guys who can't shoot on this team, 80%. But here we are taking on the Kings. Wow, the Kings made the playoffs. Good for them. Still have De'Aaron Fox, Benedict Mathurin, Josh Hart, Domantas Sabonis, Davion Mitchell. What is Davion Mitchell shooting from 3? Maybe we'll target him to be our backup point guard. 82. And what is Markelle Fultz? just curious. 75, 74. I mean, is it really that much? I know it's 10 points, but that's, you know, that's from a B to a C. It's still not the worst thing in the world. Anyway, we are up 2-0. 2-1, 3-1, and probably gonna whoop the Kings. There you go, 4-1 fashion. Now to take on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey, Zach LaVine, rocking a 3-guard lineup. Chuma Okeke, also undersized, and Jalen Duren. They don't have size, but they have flexibility, I guess. We are going to dominate them. It is what it is. Up 3-0 and 3-1. 3-2. Get me a little worried here. 4-2. There we go. Taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. Ja Morant, Desmond Bain. Yeah. Fine team. We probably going to win because Ben Simmons can certainly lock up Ja, and then the rest of the team is better. Up 2-1 with our new rookie of the year, and here we go, 2-2. Game 5 in Phoenix. This is going to be a huge game to determine who takes a commanding 3-2 lead. We're losing in the second, winning in the third. Back and forth now in the fourth quarter. Looks like we're going to have to hop in. They are beating us in the fourth. Going to make a little bit of a run, grab a little bit of a lead. There we go. 102, 104, 102, back and forth. It's getting close, but it's just not enough for ever me to hop in, and we lose by 1. Ooh, not what you want to see. Down 3-2. Number 1 team in the NBA can't even beat Ja Morant. Are you kidding me? Do I need to specifically say put the defensive player of the year or like runner up or whatever, Ben Simmons on Ja Morant to shut him down? Is that going to make all the difference? We're still losing by 10. That's not what you want to see. Losing by 6. The score is bleeding over the freaking Grizzlies logo. That's how bad we're getting beat by. Losing by 4, losing by 3. Oh, come on. Just give me 1 point lead. Give me something. We lost. You know what? It was a development year, but man, it feels like we are losing over and over and over again. Something's got to change, man. This is ridiculous. Here, we can fell out after 7 instead of 6. But with that, the rest of these we don't need. Draft lottery. We don't have anything. I want to know where the Trailblazers pick goes. The Pelicans have it, and it falls to, where is it? 2nd. Damn, we would have the number 2 overall pick in this class. It's fine. Staff signing. We're going to keep everybody, but Monty, you are letting me down. Maybe it's time to go in a different direction. All hands on deck. You know what? I'm going to do it. We ride and we die with our head coach, and so far he has come up short time in and time out, and I'm an unhappy owner. Let's go after Ty Lue. That means we're going to have to fire everybody. Okay, the only guy I want to keep is Steven Harrington because he has ridiculous ratings. But Ty Lue, please come and coach our team. If it doesn't work out, we can go after Quinn Snyder as well. But please, Ty, thank you. He accepted our offer. Ty Lue, best head coach in the NBA, is going to be coaching the Phoenix Suns. We're going all in on the winning mentality. For the draft class, the fastest man of the class is Dwayne Humphreys and Edgar Arthur. Most agile is Dwayne Humphreys and Joseph Jennings. Highest vertical is Clark Haywood and Wes Bailey. Highest bench press is Harold the Best and Tom Harris. Best shot three-pointer, Jimmy Hodges, Earl Spencer, RJ Frazier. A whole bunch of other people that I'm just not going to name. We don't have any picks. We traded them all away. Yeah, it's fine. Number 1 overall to the Oklahoma City Thunder goes Alonzo Guerrero, 7'2" big man out of Texas. Those Pelicans, Magic Pelicans. Ugh. Ricky McCaw goes with the pick that we would have had out of San Francisco. Number 3 to the Magic goes Blake Ted, or Ted Blake. You never know. Number 4, once again to the Pelicans, goes Gus Barber, another guard. All right, number 5 to the Raptors goes Ben Webb. It feels like 3 teams in the NBA get all of the first round picks. Doesn't seem very fair to me. Thunder obviously have every. Why would I decline Ousmane Dieng? Thunder have everybody's pick. We know that. We get that. And then the Rockets have the Brooklyn's picks. And then Pelicans have the Lakers picks. And then nobody else seems to have draft picks at all. Just, I don't know. I don't get it. LaMelo Ball. It's fine. We're not going to have any money for any free agents whatsoever. Let's go ahead and bring back the GOAT because we can, because we should. He wants a lot more money than he should. He's a center. Can't make shots. Please take 5 years, $73 million. Ugh. Development year, okay? This is going to be our year. How many times have Phoenix Suns fans been saying that? Ben Simmons, Markelle Fultz, I'm good with that. Devin Booker, Brandon Ingram, Ousmane Dieng, Cam Johnson. Deandre Ayton, Paulo Carlos, Go Pokashevsky. Like, the only guy that I would realistically move on from Markelle Fultz or is Davion Mitchell. I mean, everybody else is going to be too expensive or just doesn't seem to fit the team. And they can't even afford that. They'd have to give me, God, Sfadi Mihailuk. How does he have so much money? Can I give you every first round pick that we have for the rest of our lives to make this go through? Would you want that? Would you need that? Anybody fun in free agency? LaMelo went back to the Hornets. LeBron went back to the Wizards. I don't know what it is about LeBron and Washington in this video, but hey, that's what he wants to do. Anthony Davis to the Timberwolves. That seems a little unfair. They have Mike Conley. How did they sign him for $60 million? D'Angelo Russell, Jalen Noel, Blake Wesley, who's Helmut Meyer. They lost Anthony Edwards and Karl Towns. Well, that's that's how. Jesus. Tyrese Halliburton back to the Pacers. Tyrese Maxey to the 76ers. Pascal Siakam to the Raptors. And Domantas Sabonis to the Kings. Maybe we go after Tyrese Halliburton. Maybe we rock a full former Kings front court, back court, whatever it is, point guard position. Because everybody else on our team is maxed out. I wonder. Could we make that go through? I'd have to do a whole lot of trades, but let's try it. And there you have it. We traded Markelle Fultz, Ousmane Dieng, and a first for Davion Mitchell. Is that really going to change a lot for this team? Probably not, but first of all, Davion Mitchell is going to be a starter. Okay. And second of all, he can shoot the three even a little better than Markelle Fultz could. So that's good enough for me. Now, his size is completely gone, so that's going away from the theme of what I'm trying to build here, which is a tall, freakishly tall, oh my God, they're so tall starting lineup. So we're going to rock Ben Simmons at the starting point guard, Devin Booker at the 2, Brandon Ingram at the 3, Deandre Ayton at the 4, and Paulo Carlos at the 5. Coming off the bench, Davion Mitchell, Cam Johnson, Go Pokashevsky, and we're going to have Greg Brown because we traded away Ousmane Dieng for our untapped potentials. Clearly, this team needs to work on its goddamn free throws. We'll also be sending Paulo Carlos and Deandre Ayton to our untapped potentials. Preseason power rankings, we are 3rd for NBA.com and 3rd for Eric Bonner as well. The Magic are 1st. Okay. Zion Williamson wins MVP, put up 36 and 11 numbers. Wow. Alonzo Guerrero is Rookie of the Year. Our old friend Markelle Fultz is 6th Man of the Year. Giannis Defensive Player of the Year, most improved is Trey Murphy up to 14 and 4. I'm in on that. Ty Lue, our boys, Coach of the Year, the exact same record as before, and Gary Lucas is still looking off camera. All NBA first team going to be no Suns because nobody respects the Suns no matter what they do, especially because we don't seem to win anything. Ben Simmons is still on the team. Be no rookies, right? Yeah. Once again, the best team in the NBA. Once again, probably going to come up short somewhere. 64 and 18, 10 games better than the next best team. How do we do with some of the small changes we made? Devin Booker, 25 points per game. Brandon Ingram, 21. Deandre Ayton, 17 and 10. Ben Simmons, 15, 6 and 8. Paulo Carlos, 14 and 9 and 5, which is wow. Go Pokashevsky is now leading our bench in scoring. Davion Mitchell was okay, 5 assists coming off the bench. 3-point percentages. Brandon Ingram, 41. Devin Booker, 38. Paulo Carlos up to 37. Go Pokashevsky up to 35. Cam Johnson, 40. Davion Mitchell, 32. Whatever. Greg Brown, 31. Deandre Ayton and Ben Simmons can't shoot. Does Deandre Ayton just not shoot anymore? What's the deal, my friend? You're up to a 78. Shoot some. God. 2K, man. League leader, scoring champion went to MVP Zion, no Suns. Rebounds went to Domantas Sabonis, no Suns. And assist is Darius Garland, no Suns. He's a Deontay Murray blocks. Jaren Jackson Jr. Frag percentages is Zion Williamson. And Simmons at 2. Deandre Ayton at 5. 3-point champion is Buddy Hield, and free throw champion is Emmanuel Quickley. No Suns anywhere. Team stats, we were best in the NBA, number 1 scoring. Defensively, we were best in the NBA, giving us 11-point differential. We should be dominating teams. Number 1 in field goal percentages, 3-point percentages, not great, 11th. And free throw percentages, a little bit better at 7th. God, just let us win at this point. Fred Westbrook is on the Clippers. Gary Trent, Anthony Edwards made his way there. Isaiah Stewart, Kevin Love. But we should probably be winning. I'm at this point, it's gotten to the rebuild portion where we're just waiting for the team to win a championship. Taking on the Memphis Grizzlies, 99 overall John Morant, 90 overall Jaren Jackson Jr., I mean, 87 Desmond Bain and the rest of the team is ass. No offense. Like, we have such a stupidly stacked team. We have what, 4 90s? We'll count 89 as a 90, 90, 90, 90, 90. I mean, yeah, the whole team is almost a 90 overall, so we should be... Can we win one? Taking on the Rockets, Kevin Porter Jr. is still here and not a point guard. Jalen Green, OG Anunoby, Jabari Smith, Louis Gordon. Again, a good team. They're just not us. We're still better in every sense of the word. Lose game 1, lose game 2, down 3-1. And there we go, 3-2. Do we have what it takes to get back to the finals at least? Or are we just going to continue to lose night in, night out, year in, year out? Winning in the third quarter, back and forth game here in the fourth. I'll hop in under 3 minutes. I just don't want to play 2K for that long because I ripped my damn hair out. We're up 7, up 9. Looks like we are extending the lead. 131-117 here. Game 7 in Phoenix. Boy, doesn't that feel like a jinx? Doesn't that feel like we are gonna lose? Losing in the second, winning in the third quarter, now losing going into the fourth, back and forth contest. Once again, I'm ready to hop into this low scoring contest. We are the number 1 team offensively. We're the number 1 team defensively, and we cannot get a lead in the fourth quarter. There we go. 5-point game, 2-point game, 2 minutes left. Timeout. So it's really just the no Jalen Green Jesus Christ. They just drained a 3 in my face while I was trying to think of what I'm saying. This is the no Jalen Green beating us defense. Anybody can play us except Jalen Green. Boy, Ben Simmons has like an 8-inch height advantage. Can we do something about this mismatch? I mean, Christian Wood can't stick with... Oh God, Ben Simmons has to shoot the 3. Oh God. What kind of offense was that? That was just bad offense, and Jalen Green is right there. Jalen Green is gonna monster. Christian Wood can't really shoot the 3 that well. I'm okay with giving up buckets to him. No offensive rebounds. There we go. Give it to Ben Simmons. We're gonna, we're just gonna ISO up with Ben Simmons, back down, and make them guard somebody. Sound good? Good. Deandre Ayton. Oh God. Do it again. This time, make a good pass, please. Oh my God. 3, 2, 1. Come on, DeAndre. Jump hook. Nothing. Just nothing is working for our offense. This is going great. We suck. I suck. You suck. Everybody sucks. Pablo Carlos sucks. Block that shit. God, can we run? Can we get something? Go baseline. Go baseline. Kick it to the center. Pump fake. You have so much space. Jump hook. Okay, something works. Our offense is so bad because we're too tall, and Ben Simmons can't seem to make an accurate pass to save his fucking life. And the spacing is horrible because 2K doesn't know how to make any spacing with 5 out whatsoever. 2, 1. Ben Simmons shooting a fucking 20-foot jump hook is not the offense that I wanted to run, but they doubled so late. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, we're losing. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna give the ball to Devin Booker and just let him make something. Make something out of nothing. Kick it. Oh, right there, Brandon Ingram. Contested. There you go. Okay, gotta play defense. Yeah, I've been playing really bad. I want to apologize. Davion Mitchell. I mean, we have Ben Simmons there. Tell you what. Is Devin Booker any good at defense? No. We're gonna put in Davion Mitchell in the point guard. We're gonna put in Ben Simmons in the shooting guard. And yeah, so it's gonna be like 4 7-footers, and then Davion Mitchell guarding up, locking up. 11 seconds, 1-point game. Do we have what it takes not to lose? Dear God, I hope so. 7 seconds left. They're gonna drain the clock because the AI is really dumb. 2, 1. Ah. Jalen Green just went fucking Jordan on us. Man, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. LeBron James doesn't know what to do either. That's why he's retiring. I don't know what to do. The team is ridiculously stacked. We are on the timeline. We got... There's literally no better moves that I can make for this team. This is as good as it gets. Fuck the draft. We don't have any draft picks anyway. Fuck rookie signings. We just have to run it back one more time. So let's skip through everything and pray. This is going to be the 9-man rotation yet again. Davion Mitchell, Devin Booker, Brandon Ingram, Deandre Ayton, Paulo Carlos. Ben Simmons is going to be coming off the bench. Why? Who knows? You know what? We drafted 2 rookies. Why don't we see if we can improve from Greg Brown and these 2 rookies that we got? I don't even know if they're any good. Maybe we'll get another 80 overall to add to this ridiculously overpowered squad. Like a Jaden Hardy. That would be perfect. Saban Lee. Jordan McLaughlin. Yeah, let's pick up Jaden Harvey. Why not? He isn't developed well in this game, but hey. As for free throws, everybody goes. Untapped potentials, the 2 big men. Deandre Ayton, Paulo Carlos doesn't need it. Maybe Brandon Ingram, Davion Mitchell. Let's do Davion Mitchell. Why not? We just have so many good players on this team. But can we win? Probably not. Point guard, Davion Mitchell, Devin Booker, Brandon Ingram, Deandre Ayton, Paulo Carlos, Ben Simmons, Cam Johnson, Go Pokashevsky, Jaden Hardy now lead the way. And why don't we check out the system proficiency? See, maybe this was the problem. Maybe we need to be pace and space or balance. Let's be balanced. 4.5 stars. Can we, God, win something? Power rankings, first for NBA.com, first for Eric Bonner as well. I just want to be completely clear that if I ever did that same shot that Jalen Green did against us on the CPU, where I pull up from mid-range, contested hand in my face, there is a 0.0% chance that I would ever make it. 2K forces you to be wide open to get realistic percentages. When it's the CPU, oh, lapsidoo, we can just throw up a shot. Are we contested? Oh, I don't know. And it doesn't give a fuck. And it's the double standard that bugs me. Hold yourself to the same accountability that you hold me, because I have to work my ass off to try to get an open shot. Half the time, the offense fucks up because of 2K cheese, and the other half of the time, I don't know, I get lucky with the blow by and get a layup. But LaMelo Ball MVP, Reed Logan Rookie of the Year, Shadon Sharp 6th Man of the Year, Jaren Jackson Defense Player of the Year, most improved is our boy Paulo Carlos, Ty Lue once again Coach of the Year, blah blah blah. You know the rules. Here we are taking on the Blazers. Anthony Simons, Jaden Ivey, Denny Avdija, OG Anunoby now on this team. Please don't be our downfall. We have so many I'm out of words. Just let me win one. Like a lot of times I try to go for 3 or 4 in a row. With the freaking Suns, can we win one? Can we get a little 2K cheese and we're going to get swept by the Pelicans? Up 2-1, 3-1, and 4-1 now to take on the Oklahoma City Thunder. We beat them last year, but now they have Jalen Suggs. How did they get Jalen Suggs on this team? They trade away Josh Giddey for Jalen Suggs? They did. That seems a little heresy, if you ask me. Like, of all the trades to make, that's not the one. And we take on the Magic, Deontay Murray, Franz Wagner, Wendell Carter Jr., Chet Holmgren. I get that they have the Deontay Murray to Chet Holmgren connection here, but we're gonna win, right? 3-0 and 4-0. Paulo Carlos wins NBA Finals MVP. I know we rushed through the final few years, but it felt like we should have been winning way early. I mean, Deandre Ayton's up to a 94. Paulo Carlos, #1 overall pick, up to a 94. Devin Booker, 93. Brandon Ingram came over for Mikal Bridges. I mean, that is an upgrade. Just look at how many points he scores versus, what, 11 a game that Mikal was giving us. Ben Simmons and Davion Mitchell to hold down the point guard position. Cam Johnson still on the bench, up to an 84. The GOAT Pokashevsky came over and Jaden Hardy, and it took us this long to win one. That is how you know that the Phoenix Suns are cursed and snake bitten, and they probably will never win a franchise because Robert Sarver is cheap. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.